What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon NBA DFS video. It is Tuesday. It is January 9th, and we are back with a smaller slate. I will admit that. We got 5 games on the slate, and hopefully we're able to bring you as much good information as we possibly can. So if you've never been here before, you're in for a treat. We do things a little bit differently. If there is any time 5 or more games in this article, which you see right here on the screen, we'll give you 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value picks at each position. These are floor projections. These are part of our player projections, which you can find on the website. We have a ton to offer on the website. NBA, NFL, PGA, NASCAR once it comes back, MLB. We're very excited for MLB once it comes back. So every single day, I'm trying to give away some sort of pass to FTA+. Whether or not that's a weekly pass, a monthly pass, a yearly pass, or even a lifetime pass worth $4.99, I'm trying to give it away every single day. So 2 ways to win. Like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment so the comment picker can pick you up. If we get at least 50 likes on the video, someone will win a free week of DFS content. 100 likes, someone will win a free month. 125 likes, someone will win a free year. 150 or more likes, you leave a comment, you are a subscriber, you have a chance to win a lifetime pass, normally $500. So super simple, super easy. That is way number 1 to try and win. I'm trying to give these away, guys. So like the video, you have a chance to win a free pass. Another way to do it, double up your chance. Like the video, be a subscriber. Leave a comment of who you think is going to score the most amount of fantasy points on DraftKings on this slate. Without going over, I need the player and how many fantasy points you think they're going to score. If you get those without going over, you have a chance to win a free week of DFS content. If you correctly guess the score, the player and the score exactly, this week only, you're going to win a yearly pass. Normally $199, going to win a yearly pass if you get that. So that being said, we're going to go over a couple of plays. We're going to look at this article. In the link, or in the description of this video, is the link to this article. If you could click on that and check it out, that would be awesome. The views do help us out. If you want to donate, you can. If you want to just click on the ads on these videos and the article, that helps us out immensely as well. So we're going to go over the article, then we're going to go over the matchups, and then we're going to go over DraftKings. So let's take a look real quick. So these are 3 top, 3 mid, and 3 value. Again, these are not the only plays. I completely understand. People are like, oh, you're giving all the players away. We're not. These are a great starting point. Then on top of that, we have all of the other information on the website for NBA, such as simulation models. We've got our DFS minutes played. We've got fantasy points allowed by position. We've got Vegas odds, top plays. Now the top plays are both Fanduel and DraftKings, DVP, and implied team totals. We've got our player projections. We've got our DFS chalk. We've got our cheat sheet, and we've got NBA bet. So let's dig into this article real quick, and then we'll dig into some other things. If you have questions, comments, concerns, get those down below, or you can always email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. I did have a comment yesterday saying the volume, for whatever reason, was very low. I tried to boost it. Let me know if it's boosted perfectly or if it's too high. Hopefully it works. So that being said, checking out these plays here. Point guard, we got Luka here. He is questionable right now, but it looks like he'll play. We've got him projected right now at 56 fantasy points. Again, these are basically floor projections. We're not going to project out, 75, 80, 90 out of Luka. He can get there, but we're not going to project that out. We've got him at 56. We've got Jalen Brunson, 44. De'Aaron Fox also at 44. Some mid-tier point guard picks right now. Emmanuel Quickley, 34. Jalen Suggs, 32. Malik Monk at 31. Then your value picks, Dennis Schroeder at 28. Mike Conley, 27. And Jaden Hardy at 21. Now we move to the shooting guard position. You've got Anthony Edwards at 44. Kyrie at 43. Now, Kyrie's been absolutely on fire since coming back. Obviously, if Luka was out for whatever reason today, that would boost Kyrie up probably towards 60 fantasy points. We got Desmond Bane at 40. Then you got mid-tier. You got RJ Barrett at 31. Marcus Smart, 30. Cole Anthony, 29. And then your value picks for shooting guard, Tim Hardaway Jr., 28. Dante DiVincenzo at 26. And Alec Burks at 26. Then we move to the small forward position. You got LeBron James at 47. We've got Scotty Barnes, 41. I remember when LeBron would be projected out at 55 plus every time. It's been a while since we've been able to do that. Scotty Barnes at 41. Bojan Bogdanovic here at 31. Mid-tier picks for small forward. OG Anunoby at 29, Derrick Jones Jr. 24, Taurean Prince 23, and then some value, Josh Hart 23, Josh Green 22, and Harrison Barnes 21. Now, a lot of these value picks here, they will change throughout the day. So that is why I tell you these are a great starting point, but if you want to see all of the projections, you want to see everything we have to offer, in the afternoons is when we update everything. So player projections are put out in the afternoons. These player projections will be tweaked a little bit once we see the way the Vegas numbers move. We do our simulations. So if you've never been here before, just like with MLB, we do 10,000 total simulations a day. In the simulations early in the morning, and the videos for MLB specifically, that's after 2,000 simulations. And then 10,000 is a couple hours before game time. Kind of the same thing with NBA. So we do simulations in the morning, which are 2,000. We run it 2,000 times, and the algorithm helps us with both sports betting and simulations. We run that, and then we run it later on as well. So, looking at this power forward here, we got Anthony Davis at 49 fantasy points, Paolo Banchero 45, Julius Randle 44. Mid-tier, Karl Anthony Towns 37, Jeremy Grant 33, Keegan Murray 30, and then your value picks here at power forward, Naz Reid at 24, Toumani Camara at 22, and Chris Boucher, or Boucher, Bobby Boucher's brother, at 21 fantasy points. Then we get to the center position. So this is one of those slates where, less games, not a ton of great center options that are projected high. It's Sabonis, and then it drops down considerably. This is where I would look at power forward or other players that have multi-position eligibility at one position and then center position. Kind of mix and match. This is one of those days. It's basically Sabonis at 49. Then it drops down to Jalen Duren at 34, Rudy Gobert 34. Mid-tier, Isaiah Hartenstein at 32, Goga at 27, Duop Reith at 26, and then some value, which as of right now, I don't like much of this value. We got Mo Wagner, 25. We got Dwight Powell, 21. And then we got Christian Wood, also at 21 fantasy points. So those are just some of the projections. If you would click on the link, that would be awesome. Help us out, get us views for this article. It helps us out. It helps our advertisers out. It helps any sponsors that we may get. Just if we help you out, please like this video. Help us hit the algorithm for here on YouTube. We had it going for MLB. It's really gone down for NBA. I really don't know why. So I think a lot more people just play MLB DFS. So that being said, we are looking at the matchups here. We're also looking at the over-unders. So the Timberwolves versus the Magic. Timberwolves are currently the favorite right now, 218.5 over-under. Timberwolves actually have the offensive rating, but then the Magic have every other category. But on top of that, that means the opponent's points per game, they rank 20th out of 30. And then we see Timberwolves are pretty good on defense. So if I'm taking players, the majority would be from Minnesota. Next game, Kings versus Pistons. Kings are a massive favorite, obviously. Pistons have, 3 wins on the year. 241.5 over-under there. Kings have points per game. They rank 8th overall. They have offensive rating, which kind of goes hand in hand. They rank 14th overall. And then you can see the defense for Pistons. They're pretty good. Pace of play, they're 7 to 12 to 10, depending if you're on the pace. 5 games of pace or last 10. Obviously, the Kings would be the play to go. There might be some Pistons players to look at. It really just depends on what opens up throughout the day to see what Pistons players we like and see which ones are cheaper. And we'll look at that at the end here. We got the Trailblazers versus the Knicks. Knicks are a massive favorite at minus 640 as of right now. 226.5 over-under. You've got the Knicks have the points per game. They also have the offensive rating. Again, goes hand in hand. And then the Trailblazers, you can see they're 10 and 25. Opponents' points per game, they're ranked 12th overall. They're giving up an average of 116.3 points per game to opponents. But the pace of play is up there. So I am all in. I'm looking at a Knicks, some sort of Knicks stack in this slate. And then we got the Grizzlies at the Mavs. the line might change a little bit, just depending if Luka's in or out. I think he should be in. Grizzlies are now without John Morant for the rest of the year. I think he tore his labrum. He's having surgery. So Grizzlies are the underdogs there. With Morant being out, that will open up value. We're going to look at the depth charts here after this. So again, Mavs hold all of the categories there. I don't think that's a surprise. But yeah, so we will look at the end. We'll kind of do what we normally do when it's not a massive slate. We'll look at the plays on each team that we like. Then the final game, you got the Raptors versus the Lakers. We've got the Lakers. I don't understand the Lakers here. They're somehow a slight favorite right now. This obviously can change. They're 18-19. Raptors are 15-21. Off the chart, right off the top, not a ton that jump out to me. Their defensive rating ranks 20th, giving up 114.4 defensive rating. Points per game, the Lakers are giving up 114.6, where the Raptors are giving up 115.7. So a 232 over-under. I think this could hit over-under there as well. So that being said, let's take a look at the players at each position on each team that I feel comfortable with. Now, people are going to be like, this is, you're giving all the plays away, or you're going through all the plays. No, so we're going to go through this, and then if you want to see it whittled down, we do have player pools, we have projections, all on the site. So, obviously, Anthony Edwards makes sense to me. Karl Anthony Towns is a big one that I like. We used him 2 games ago. 2 games ago. We used him his last game 2 days ago. 38.25 did not hit the value that we needed, especially at 7,400 on DraftKings. Rudy Gobert, I don't mind. I think we'd probably go down to McLaughlin, maybe. No, he's not getting the minutes. Unless something opens up, the minutes aren't going to be there. You're looking at McDaniels, who's the minutes. It's probably Jaden McDaniels and up here for Minnesota. Flip side of that, if you're going to Orlando, Paolo Banchero I love, Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, Goga here, depending. The minutes, he's hovering right around 28 to 30. He's getting some value. I mean, he hit value pretty good here at 38.5 his last game against Atlanta. Now he's getting a matchup here against Minnesota. Just depends. He's got a middle of the pack rank against the center position, but overall the offensive, the opponent rank is pretty good against there. Mo Wagner, I don't mind. Markelle Fultz, just depends. The problem, he had 0 points his last game. That was his first game in almost 2 months. Whether or not, I think they're probably easing him back in, so I don't think he's a valuable option. Maybe tournaments in case for some reason somehow he goes 30 minutes and hits value, but I don't know. That's probably as low as I'm going to go. Wagner here, Fultz would be for tournaments. Moving here, Sacramento. I love a ton of these guys. Sabonis, Fox, Monk, Keegan Murray, Harrison Barnes. I'm looking at them. It'd probably be right around there. Tournament-wise, Herter, Duarte, McGee, the minutes, they're not there. So, yeah, it's probably tournament, Herter, and Duarte, probably it for me. Flip side, Detroit, like I said, might open up some value somewhere. With Cade Cunningham out, Jalen Duran makes sense. Bogdanovich makes sense. Jaden Ivey, I don't mind. He is getting some minutes there. The value, he's bumped up to 6,300. I don't know if I can trust him to get value at that price, but maybe. Alec Burks, Killian Hayes. If you dig in a little bit, the minutes are fluctuating. Last game, 25 minutes. Time before that, 16, 13. Probably off of Killian Hayes. So, yeah, it's probably Alec Burks and up for me. Not a ton of Detroit options that I really want to focus on and really pound on this slate. Portland, Simons is back. Jeremy Grant, Scoot Henderson, Malcolm Brogdon, Shaden Sharp, Duop Reith. That's Kamara here. I would look at him a little bit. Not a ton. He is also a tournament option for me. And then, like I said, I want to attack with the Knicks. Brunson, Randall, Hartenstein, Anunoby, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart. Those are the ones I'm looking at. So basically Josh Hart and up. Some sort of combination 2 to 3 of these guys I don't mind stacking in this game. Memphis with Morant out, that will open up some plays. It just depends on who's going to take. Marcus Smart probably gets the bulk of that. So Bain, Jackson Jr. if he's in, Marcus Smart. Aldama, he's just not hitting value, nor is he getting time, and he's 4,400. So not a ton of Memphis options. I think Bain, Jackson, and Marcus Smart make the most sense. I'm not going to attack a ton here. I am going to attack with Dallas, Luka, Irving, Hardaway Jr., Derek Jones Jr., Jalen Green, Dwight Powell for tournaments. Those are what I'm looking at for Dallas. Then we got Toronto, Scotty Barnes, Pascal, Emmanuel Quickly, RJ Barrett. I love these guys. Getting traded, that makes a lot of sense. Dennis Schroeder, Boucher, Gary Trent Jr. These are probably tournament options, and everyone else up here, both tournament and cash. And then the Lakers, again, both Davis and James are always going to have questionable tags here. They're expensive, game log wise, not really hitting value. Again, he hit value against Miami. Seeing if they played Toronto this year, see if they're hitting value. Has not faced Toronto. Problem is, if you're playing cash, you need like 6 to 6.5 times value. With tournaments, you need 7.5 plus times value is what we're looking for here. So kind of looking at that. I don't know. I'm probably going to fade Anthony Davis. Can he go off? He absolutely can go off. Doesn't have the best matchup. LeBron James, same thing. He's 30 or 9,800. He hit value here against Memphis. Not value. So it's been about every other game he's hit value. 9,800, 9,800. If you're playing tournaments, 9,800 times 7 or 9,800 times 8. You're still looking right around 70, and I don't think he's hit that. I mean, he hit 68.25 against OKC, played 30. I mean, he's playing the minutes. Yeah, I mean, looking at this, he's going to be questionable every single day. He's going to play. It's just if you want to pay up. I don't think I'd be paying up for LeBron James today. I'm looking at Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell. I'm okay with there. Hachimura, questionable. So now he's out or doubtful. So it's D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves, Taurean Prince, Christian Wood. Those are what I'd be paying for because I just think LeBron and Anthony Davis are too expensive on this slate. So there you go. That's the breakdown. If you found it helpful, if you found it useful, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We are trying to bring you as much information as possible. Go check out FantasyTeamAdvisors.com. We have super wildcard round NFL content coming out this week. We've got rankings out there if you're still playing season long or DFS. We've got cheat sheet, showdown lineups, optimal lineups. We've got it all. Sports betting, we've got it all for you. So we're still chugging along with NFL. Still cannot believe we are basically 2 more weeks, and that's it for NFL, which is crazy to think about. But what's awesome, we are 5 weeks away from spring training for baseball, which we're not going to have any spring training DFS because it's basically throwing your money away because your batters are going to bat one time, your pitchers are going to pitch maybe 1 inning if they're lucky. But we're going to bring you content. So I've been thinking about bringing you breakdowns of each team, looking at each team breakdowns, and either drafting them fantasy wise, just looking at what we've got. So that's what I've got. Any questions, comments, concerns, hit them down below or email us. Good luck on this slate, and as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.